Hey there, Michael Watkins here from the Code Chase for Digital Marketing. Listen, are you a pressure washing contractor looking to run some summer ads for your business or dive into Facebook ads to scale your revenue? Then this video is for you. Check out my $30 per day Facebook ad strategy that is filling the schedules of tens of pressure washing businesses across the country and helping them scale their revenues. So let's just dive into this. Why Facebook ads are the best low cost option for marketing your pressure washing business. And you can start out with as little as like $10 per day for your pressure washing business for Facebook ads. You don't have to start off with a huge spend. With all of our clients here at the Code Chaser Digital Marketing, we start them at $30 per day for their Facebook ad campaign to get them leads every single day and jobs booked every single week. But you can begin to target property managers, homeowners, commercial business owners, the whole 9 yards with just $10 a day of Facebook ad marketing budget. And a lot of pressure washing businesses actually overpay for marketing, especially when they're doing Google ads or other forms of PPC. What you need to understand about Facebook ads is that if you're not ready to handle significant amounts of volume, you don't need to be doing Google ads. Or if you're a newer pressure washing business, you probably shouldn't be doing Google ads either. It is more in your budget and it is your best option to run Facebook ads to get those same results, those same amounts of leads, in a faster time frame as well. And while we're on that topic, Facebook ads actually outperform SEO. And if you've watched some of our other videos, you kind of know that SEO takes time, and you might know this from your own pressure washing business. SEO takes at least 3 to 6 months to really come to fruition, really get you on that first page, really begin to see consistent lead flow, really see you consistently jump places in the places where you want to rank. House washing near me, driveway cleaning near me, pressure washing near me, stuff like that. That takes months and months and months of consistent work and consistent building for you to actually get to that point. But Facebook ads, as soon as that ad's out, you're going to be getting leads pretty much that week, right? That day. In some instances, if Meta is approving that ad that fast, right? So Facebook is a really quick and a very low cost option for you to be marketing your pressure washing business. And like I said, it's a cheaper cost per lead, and we're going to dive into the cost per lead and things like that later in the presentation. But, your cost per lead is going to be significantly cheaper than Google, especially in larger areas. So you're Dallas, you're Houston, you're Austin, you're Charlotte, you're Atlanta, you're LA, you're New York, stuff like that, right? If you're in bigger cities, or you're maybe just outside larger cities, but you want to kind of serve that big city, right? Facebook ads is definitely your best option. And you control the spend. Google has a tendency of kind of encouraging you to spend this amount of money for what they think is results. Facebook doesn't do that. You control the spend and you decide what you want to spend for your own pressure washing business and what's going to work for your business and your revenue at that time. So really, really great to be launching those Facebook ads, especially if you're a starting pressure washing business. And most of all, something that I really like is that Facebook ads really focuses on local homeowners rather than just kind of random clicks everywhere. When you're doing Google ads, sometimes, people are putting in pressure washing in XYZ area, pressure washing near me, paver sealing, whatever, right? But you get a lot of random clicks. And that's where a lot of people get burnt out with pay-per-click marketing, even SEO to a point, is that, you get a lot of random clicks. With Facebook ads, all of these leads are very intentional. They've seen your ad copy. They've seen your pictures. They've went on your Facebook page and they've really looked at you. They've really investigated you and they are interested in your service. Now you need to treat these leads differently from a Facebook ad than you do from a Google ad. But they are pretty warmed up and they're ready to make a sale pretty much at that moment. So that's kind of a big difference between, Google and Facebook, that you're really targeted ads with Facebook. And Google's PPC can be a little bit more, random when it comes to clicks. So here's an overview of the $30 per day, strategy that we use with all of our clients here at the Code Chasers Digital Marketing and what you should be doing for your pressure washing business yourself, right? So we run the ads every single day for consistency. And the budget is, of course, $30 per day or $900 per month. We also do a mix of lead generation and retargeting on these ads. And what's retargeting? People, it's a lot of stuff in the air about retargeting, what it is and what it isn't, right? Retargeting is targeting those people that have already clicked on your ad, but did not end up putting in their information, or have already been on your website or your Facebook page, but just didn't fill anything out, right? These are leads that are interested in your service, know who you are, know what you offer, but just has not opted into any of your services yet. So we want to retarget those people, right? And look at that pie chart over there. 80% lead generation, 20% retargeting. That is a Perfect metric for a starting Facebook ad campaign, especially one at $30 per day. 80% lead generation, 20% retargeting. You want to set those up once a week, and you want to tweak those weekly, to make sure that Facebook, if everything's still in compliance, you're still getting leads the way that you need to, right? And it's a very plug and play system. You don't need a full-time ad guy. You don't need a full-time sales funnel. If you just do this simple $30 per day ad strategy, 80% lead gen, 20% retargeting, you're adjusting the ads every single week for what worked and what didn't. You're setting those up one time, and you're, putting that consistent budget in there. You're not, having any lapses in payment, and you're staying consistent with the ads for X amount of months. I would say a solid 1 to 2 months, then you're going to get the leads. You're going to get the traffic for your pressure washing business. So what makes a cheap Facebook ad effective? And we get this question a lot from pressure washing contractors all over. You can see here, you see that picture right there. That's a before and after picture. That staircase is dirty. It's filthy. It's got dirt. It's got, sod. It's got grass. That person's staircase to their door is filthy, right? But on that other side, you've got the pressure washing company. They put the refresh staircase, the work that they did. It looks amazing, right? It's got the nice red brick, the brown brick. It looks very clean, very nice. You can invite guests over now, right? And I think that's what you need to have on your Facebook ad. Those before and after pictures do really, really well, showing the customer, showing that potential consumer the difference that you will make on their property, on their siding, on their staircase, on their driveway, on their sidewalk, all that stuff like that, on their roof. Right? You've got to show the difference that you'll make. You've got to show that value, and you've got to have visuals that pop, right? Use those bold before and after shots. What we found at the Code Chaser Digital Marketing is that those driveway before and after pictures do really, really well. So if you've got some driveway before and after pictures, use them because they work very, very well on those Facebook ads. You've got to have a hook, right? I mean, for this guy at the bottom right here, I'd be saying, is your staircase embarrassing you? Can you not invite guests over to your house anymore, right? I mean, is your driveway embarrassing you at your house? For most people, the answer is yes, right? They've got a dirty driveway. They've got, battery spills. They've got oil slicks. They've got gas. I mean, it's filthy, right? That's where you come in and you clean that driveway. You clean that siding. You clean that roof, right? So you've got to have that hook that's really reeling them in and getting them interested on that Facebook ad. If you do not have a successful hook on your Facebook ad, whether you're spending $30 a day, $20 a day, heck, $5 a day, you're not going to get anybody to click on that ad, fill in their information, and book a job, right? They've got to be reeled into that ad. They've got to have that good hook, something for them to bite on, right? And offer that feels urgent. So 5 spots left this week. My calendar's booked out for weeks. I don't have any availability anymore, right? I mean, you've got to, build that sense of urgency, amongst your potential customers from Facebook, because if you don't, they're going to, I keep seeing this ad everywhere. I'm not going to book anything with this guy. I think this guy's a sleaze bucket. He's not really legit. He's never really booked out, right? I mean, you've got to build that sense of urgency so that you get those booked jobs right now. There's no time to waste because guess what? You're booked out. You have no room for them. That local call out, right? So let's just say I'm in Fort Worth homeowners, we're in your area. Dallas homeowners, we're in your area. If I'm in Cincinnati, if I'm in Cleveland, if I'm in Miami, if I'm in LA, use those local call outs. Call out those homeowners. Call out those property managers. Call out those gas station owners, commercial business owners, whoever you really want to target in that ad. Be specific. Call them out and say, look, this is what we do for you. This is what we bring to the table. This is our results, right? And that picture that you're going to put on there, that before and after picture, whatever it is really going to tell your story. What do you bring to the table? And that one clear call to action, right? One clear CTA. Send me a message, claim your spot, book a call. Those 3 have worked fantastic for the tens of pressure washing businesses that we've worked with here at the Code Chasers Digital Marketing, right? Send a message, claim your spot, because it's got to be a very clear, a very specific call to action so that people know what to do, where to go, where to put in their information, all that stuff like that. That's really, really important, right? So that's a really important part of your Facebook ad campaign. A plug and play ad copy template. So this is one that you can actually use in your own Facebook ad that you set up yourself in your pressure washing business, when it comes to your ad copy, and just some version that you can actually, tweak within your Facebook ad and actually rotate. These are some ones that have actually worked great for the pressure washing businesses that we've actually worked with. The first one, city homeowners struggling with dirty driveways or siding, right? Really call out, their needs. What is their need, right? What do they really need from you, right? We're offering a $99 wash special this week only. So if you're having any sales, 50% off for veterans, 50% off for heck everybody, right? 20% off your first cleaning, right? Really put that in that ad copy. Really hone in on that Facebook ad, because you want to show value wherever you can. We're licensed, we're local, we're 5-star rated. Really talk about your credibility, because you have to prove that credibility. You have to show that credibility to your potential customers on Facebook as well. And you'll also get messenger DMs from these ads and of course, the information coming in via the different lead forms and your funnel. But you really want to show that credibility. And then, of course, like I said just now, send us a message, only 5 spots left. So what did that just do? Send me a message that was a clear call to action and 5 spots left. I only, build that sense of urgency. You've got to do that in the ad copy. Where should they go? What do I do? And 5 spots, 5 spots left. Build that sense of urgency amongst them. Some other versions that have worked really good for us, tired of algae and grime ruining your curb appeal. If you're targeting realtors, I would really use this one. Before you list your house, get it cleaned the right way. I know so many pressure washing companies that are working with realtors that have, $1 million contracts with realtors, all from Facebook ads, that they really were specific and targeting realtors that are trying to get houses on the market. Here in Dallas, we got a lot of people moving here. So the market for real estate is fantastic. And so these realtors all over the country need pressure washing businesses to clean those driveways, do the siding, do the roofs, do the sidewalks, all that stuff like that. Very, very important stuff. And then the final one that I really like, this is my favorite. We're helping 10 local homeowners with affordable pressure washing this month. Do you want in? It's a basic ad copy, right? We're specific. We're helping 10 local homeowners with affordable pressure washing this month. Want in? It's really simple, right? Even if you want to, if you're comfortable with that, list your price. If you're $300, if you're $400, if you're $200, if you're $500, if you're offering a special, I would list that price. Because to most people, that price is going to be like, oh, okay, that sounds really good. I'm going to click this call. I'm going to, put in my information in this guy's ad, right? So I would be putting my phone number, putting my prices, talking about that, we're local, 5-star rated, and we're licensed. Build that credibility, send us a message, and really call out the clients that you really want to serve in that ad as well. So this is something that is really, really important for your Facebook ad campaign, for your pressure washing business. Cheap ads that work versus ads that actually waste your money. Let's just go ahead and knock this out right now. Let's go over this right now. Waste of money ads. Boosted post with no offer. I will say this, I've said this over and over again. Boosted posts are not Facebook ads. Boosted posts oftentimes don't get you many leads for your pressure washing business. I see so many pressure washing companies that just boost posts, maybe on your personal Facebook page, maybe on your business Facebook page, and you don't get anything. And they're like, well, Michael, why didn't I get any leads? What happened? You boosted a post. Boosted posts have no offer. They don't have a clear call to action. Your phone number is not there. Your hashtags are not there. Your email is not there, right? So I would stay away from boosting posts in my pressure washing business as much as possible and really set up a strategic Facebook ad campaign that's talking about what we said before, retargeting and lead generation, right? Focus on those two things for a solid 1 to 3 months, and you will have a successful Facebook ad campaign, guaranteed. Generic stock photos. Don't use the iStock photo. Use the before and after pictures. Really show that you cleaned a driveway at this guy's house. First, it's dirty. Now it's clean. Show some siding before and after pictures. Show some roof pictures. Those are really, really good, and it helps build your credibility as well. Also, no location, right? I would be specific in what area do I want to serve. Like the previous ad copy, I'll go back to it. Like the previous ad copy said, I think it was this one. Let me see. It was this one right here. Local call out. Fort Worth homeowners. We're in your area, right? So, really be specific about, what area I want to serve and what type of client I want to serve. So if I'm in Dallas, I'm going to say, hey, Dallas homeowners, we do pressure washing, we do paver sealing, we do driveway cleaning, really build that credibility within the city or cities that you actually want to work with. Too much text or zero call to action. Again, the text is too much or you don't have a call to action. That is very, very important for your pressure washing Facebook ads. So smart and cost efficient ads. And we've been focusing on this the entire presentation, right? Real job photos. If you've got a truck, if you've got your crew, get a picture of them together. That builds your credibility. That shows that you're a legit pressure washing operation in your city. And that really, really helps your Facebook ad campaigns. I can't say enough about you actually having a truck and you having a crew and you having like some crew pictures and using that as your Facebook ad. That's a really, really great way to build your credibility and get leads through the door. A strong offer on your outcome, right? $99 driveways, 20% off your siding cleaning. Once again, 20% off if you're a first-time customer. Really lean into that, right? Really lean into that. Really talk about those offers and those strong outcomes as well. And then a clear CTA, a clear call to action. Send a message, DM me to grab a spot, send me an email, give me a call, stuff like that. That's a clear call to action to that business owner on what, or to that homeowner rather, of what he or she should be doing to contact you to get their driveway cleaned or XYZ. And then call out, of course, the city name and then some urgency, right? So Dallas homeowners, we've got 5 spots left. Give us a call, right? Something like that. Really, really hone in on that. It's a really, really great way to get some leads through the door. So targeting to keep your costs low. Now, this is a very, very important part about your Facebook ad campaign for your pressure washing business. Now, a lot of people end up getting leads. Let's just say I'm in Dallas. I'm getting leads. If you're familiar with Texas, I'm getting them from Texarkana or Paris or, Oklahoma City or Houston or Austin or somewhere like that. They're not anywhere remotely close to me. And why is that? Maybe you've experienced that with your Facebook ads in your pressure washing business before. And that's because you're not using geo targeting, right? So you need to be targeting in your Facebook ads with at least a 10 to 15 mile radius around your best paying zip code. So if I know my best paying zip code is 751367 or something like that, I want to target at least 10 to 15 miles around those best paying zip codes. So that might be a ritzy neighborhood. That might be a nice, business complex, whatever that might be, to really make my Facebook ads work for me and make those effective as well. And you want to exclude those areas that you don't service. So again, I'm in Dallas. I don't serve Frisco. I don't serve Plano. I don't serve Addison. I don't serve Farmers Branch. Why you wouldn't in Dallas, I don't know. But, exclude those areas that you don't service in your pressure washing business. So you don't get those people in your Facebook ads. Now, audience layering. This is one that a lot of people kind of get confused about. But this is one I would definitely target in my Facebook ad personally. If I was running them for my pressure washing business, we've done it for our pressure washing businesses that we work with. Home improvement, lawn care, real estate. I'll break each one down. Home improvement. These are people that, are looking to get their home redone, home remodeled. They might be trying to get their house on the market very soon. It's kind of like real estate. They might be having people over. They're interested in improving their house in some way. It's kind of in the name, right? So I would be definitely targeting the home improvement interest. Lawn care and pressure washing go very well together. Most of the time, if they're looking for lawn care on Facebook, they are more than welcome to looking for pressure washing at their property as well. So it's very, very similar. I would actually throw that into my Facebook ad, as well as real estate. So you can target those realtors and those property managers in that Facebook ad as well. Now, if you're trying to target a different industry, put that in your interests. Say solar cleaning. I would put solar panels as an interest, solar cleaning, solar farms, things like that. If that's what you do, then I would put that more in interest as well. If you're doing window cleaning, put window repair, window, repair, stuff like that. That would go in your interest area, in your audience layering. And then behaviors, if you're going for homeowners, home ownership, as well as recent movers. Those are 2 important groups that are looking for pressure washing at their property. And then advanced tip, which is a pro tip, save audiences as your preset so you don't have to rebuild them each time you're doing a new ad, right? So save your audience layering as a preset in your Facebook ad campaign in Meta Business Suite so you don't have to rebuild that audience layering each time you're trying to run a Facebook ad. So the $5 to $7 a day retargeting, this is the secret weapon of your $30 per day Facebook ad campaign. You want to have a really laser focused spin, right? You're not showing this ad to random people or people that just might have clicked or just watched the first ad or just saw the before and after picture. We want to retarget those people that have maybe already seen the ad several times, that have been on your Facebook page several times, that have been on your funnel several times, but just did not opt in, but just did not get sold properly for one reason or another for your pressure washing services, for your exterior cleaning services, right? What do? You want to get a 10 to 15 second video of a job being done or some sort of before and after slideshow or kind of a, showing what you did before and what it looks like after, and really show you maybe doing like a surface cleaning or a driveway cleaning or a roof cleaning or something like that to really show them, you're out in the community, you're a local business, you have credibility in the area. Now you want to stretch every dollar you get, now even $5 a day, with as low as it sounds, gets you 500 plus warm impressions from very high intent prospects. And that's huge. I mean, 500 warm impressions versus 500 just impressions on my ad, something totally different. That's going to be a very high number of people that are going to be clicking on that ad, putting in their information, and are going to be booking jobs, right? So hit a look at your CTR, your click-through rate, and exactly how many people out of that 500 are going to be clicking. Most of the time, we have like a 20 to 30% CTR on our ads with that $5 to $7 per day retargeting campaign. So it's often very, very good, as we call it, the secret weapon of the $30 per day Facebook ad budget. And like we said, the more they see you, the more they trust you. And that trust converts into people actually booking jobs with your pressure washing business in your local area, right? So you've got to turn messages into bookings without spending more, right? So many people, and this kind of goes back to why you need a CRM in your pressure washing business. I've never seen a pressure washing business scale past six figures, get to that seven-figure mark, get to that several six-figure mark without having some sort of CRM in your business to track calls, track clients, track invoices, send invoices, receive payment, stuff like that. Reply to clients even just like this, right? And speed wins, right? You need to be replying to clients within the first 5 to 10 minutes of them coming into that Facebook ad, right? And you can be saying something like, hey, thanks for reaching out. We've got a few $99 spots left for this week. I'm available Thursday at 4, Saturday at 10, Tuesday at 1. What works better for your schedule, right? They need to be communicated with immediately after they opt into that Facebook ad. If you don't, they lose attention. You're not going to catch them. They're going to forget. They're not going to be ready to buy, right? You want to get them booked in as soon as possible because they're still hot. They're still warm. They're still fresh. They're ready to book a call. They're still interested. They've seen you online. They see your credibility. You've got to move fast, right? You don't have any time waste. You can't book it. You can't miss any calls at all, because that's how you lose leads, especially when it comes to Facebook ads. Use Facebook page inbox or Meta Business Suite for mobile replies. So, like I said, you can have some automations going in Meta Business Suite or your own personal Facebook page to when someone's putting in their email, their phone number, their stuff like that, you're actually sending some sort of automated response to them, and they're being helped. They're being reached out to, and you're not having to, reach out to every single person that's coming in that Facebook ad campaign, because you're probably like, Mike, I can't reply to somebody every 5 or 10 minutes. Well, you got to get it automated through your CRM or through Facebook Business Suite. And then you've got to lock in those appointments with a clear date and a clear time and give them a quote. Give them the quote. Don't just lock in the appointment with the time and a date and they have no idea how much this costs. You get to their house and they're like, oh, I didn't know it was $600. Oh, I didn't know it was $500, right? Give them the quote. Give them the works. Let them know what the package is going to be. Let them know based on what they want, how much it's going to be, what you offer, what kind of services you offer, and how your business works. How do you work at your pressure washing business? Now, if they follow up if they ghost you. Now, if they ghost you, they don't reply, but you see they're maybe online, they've got a green dot, they've got a red dot, they're not online, something like that, they just ghost you. 24 hours later, I would follow up with that person and just say, hey, this is XYZ pressure washing company. I saw you put in your information here. When can we get you out for a job? Right? Really just kind of make it upfront, direct, and simple. When can we get you out for a job? Right? Really get them to book a consultation, book a job for you to get out there, give them a free estimate, give them a quote, and you can go out there and actually do that job. So what are some results with a $900 a month Facebook ad plan? And these are the average metrics and real world results for our clients here at the Code Chasers Digital Marketing. The CPM is $8 to $12, which is targeting homeowners and property managers. And then our click-through rate, as I said, is 3 to 6%. The average click-through rate for a Facebook ad in pressure washing is about 2%. So we're well above industry average for most of our clients here at the Code Chaser Digital Marketing with the $900 a month Facebook ad plan. The cost per lead is about $10 to $25 depending on the offer. Of course, roof cleaning is a higher ticket item, as well as certain bigger window cleaning jobs, commercial cleaning jobs, things like that. So that's why that cost per lead would be a lot higher. But most of the time, our cost per lead for our clients is about $10 to $25 per lead, depending on that offer. And then the message to job conversion is about 20 to 30%. The average message to job conversion for an average pressure washing ad on Facebook is 15%. We are already 5% above the industry average with this $900 a month Facebook ad plan that I just showed you right now. So real world results. This is a business we actually worked with in Florida that was making six figures, that we did this exact $900 a month plan with 30 to 40 DMs per month, equal to about 6 to 12 extra jobs per month with this only $900 a month Facebook ad spend, which equal to 3,000 to 6,000 a month in extra jobs for his pressure washing business. And his job value was about $350. So times that by 10 equals 3.5K in revenue, which is 288.9% return in investment in his marketing services with us for his Facebook ad. So, I mean, huge ROI out the gate with this very simple $900 per month plan, that we've got set up for you, but I just showed you in this presentation. So I know this was a lot. This was a long presentation. This was a lot of information to take in here, but you've got three options. You've got three options with what I've just told you here. You can do nothing. You can take in all this information about Facebook ads, about PPC, about your cost per lead, about getting all these jobs, your ROI. I mean, you can just do nothing, right? You can just sit there and do nothing. You can learn to do Facebook ads yourself for your own pressure washing business, which in this presentation, you should have gotten some value on how to do this exact Facebook ad strategy yourself. Copy this ad copy, actually get an offer that's going to get people, actually magnetizing to your pressure washing business, reaching out to you first, and you not having to chase after leads. Or you can hire an expert to set all this up for you. And so how does the process work, right? We develop your SEO landing page and website. We set up lead conversion and tracking. We give you a completely free CRM to track these leads, automate your follow-ups, and automate your communication from this Facebook ad to when leads come in, AI is automatically contacting these leads for you and booking the jobs for you in your calendar. And we can develop a scroll stopping ad, an ad with a before and after picture, a before and after video, one that's talking about, city homeowners and letting them know how much you charge and how many slots you have available, really building, that authenticity and really building that dominance in your area. And watch the calls roll in, right? This is what we do. You build your SEO landing page. We build your website. We develop a scroll stopping ad for $900 a month with Facebook ad spend. We set up lead and conversion tracking mechanisms through a CRM, and we use AI and automations to automatically book clients for you for your pressure washing business while you can enjoy your money, work on your team, and actually work on scaling your pressure washing business to new heights and not having to worry about chasing after leads, chasing after jobs, and things like that from your Facebook ads and from your business. So if this sounds good to you, if you're ready to dominate Facebook, reach out to us here at the Code Chaser Digital Marketing, 972-619-7707. That's 972-619-7707. Or send me an email at info@thecodechasers.com. That's info@thecodechasers.com. And check out the link below of this video to book your free one-on-one discovery call with myself and our team that's breaking down exactly how you can get found online, breaking down this Facebook ad strategy for your pressure washing business, and breaking down your current digital marketing strategy, how it can help you get found, and how we can best improve your pressure washing business and help you scale to new heights. All right, so I hope you found some value in this presentation. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.